Aries, this is your August general love reading. This is good for anywhere that Aries is prominent in your birth chart. I know the main is, sun, moon, rising. But you could also look at, Venus, Jupiter, North Node. If you know about birth charts, you know the deal. Time is fluid, energy is fluid, meaning that this can be going on now. Could have already happened. This can be coming up in a couple of weeks, okay? So just remember that not everybody's going to go through the same thing at the same time, because our choices, our individual choices, is what affects our individual timelines, right? Also, this could be coming from your point of view or from the point of view of your partner, so please use your intuition and common sense when watching this reading, okay? Take what applies, leave the rest. If none of it applies, that means it's not meant for you, but also it could have not happened yet, okay? So you can check back later, or also you can check out your other signs as well as other fantastic readers we have here on YouTube. Okay, let's get into it. All right. Take a deep breath. All right. Divine Source, Spirit Guides, Ancestors, Angels. What information do you have for Aries regarding love in August 2019? Thank you. All right. So we're going to look at your past, then your present, your future, and then pull some advice, and then a card from the Heal Yourself Oracle deck. Okay? So, let's see. Recent past. What's been going on in the recent past for my Aries in love, regarding love? What's been going on in the recent past for my Aries regarding love? One card. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. All right? Let's see what's going on in the present. What's been going on in the present moment for my Aries? Trust. Interesting. Trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. A lot of times trust and playfulness kind of comes hand in hand when dealing with, well, any really thing that we're trying to manifest in life, because you don't want to get too serious, because then you're going to have too much attachment to the outcome, and that can actually hinder what you're wanting or praying for. So let's see, what's going to happen in the near future, okay? Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. But also that can be that, oops. Put that back up. That, you and the other person may be at two different points in your spiritual journeys. Like you might be the quote-unquote woke one, and your partner might not be, and that's causing a lot of rifts, because it's really freaking hard to deal with a partner when you are actively working on your healing, you are actively working on your evolution as a spirit or as a soul. When you're actively doing those things, and the person that you are with, or that people that you're trying to date, when they have no clue about any of those things, it's tough. It's tough, but we will clarify. Oh, bottom of the deck, overall energy for this month. Oh, okay, see, healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So again, that could be what's kind of affecting your love life right now, is that you're healing family issues. You're healing those wounds that were caused, in your childhood, perhaps. You're digging into yourself and trying to make amends, not only with yourself and your past, but also with the people that were involved. And, that could have a play in your love life. And like I said, it's hard to be with somebody that doesn't understand those things. But anyways, we will clarify. All right, one more shuffle for some reason. All right, clarify playfulness. Why is playfulness here in the recent past for my Aries? Oh. So, in the recent past, God, no, I didn't want to have cards fall out. All right, just watch my big head. Whoop. All right. So, in the recent past, it could have been that you could have been dealing with somebody that had air, not air, well, they could have had air in their chart as well. But strong hearing Capricorn influence, but strong earth in their chart. Oh, like I said, I don't know if I said it in this video, if the sign of the person comes out, awesome. If it doesn't, don't get stuck on it. But also remember that we all don't just vibe with our sun or rising sign. I'm a Gemini, but I usually come out in readings as a Pisces, a Virgo, and an Aries. And that's my North Node, my Moon, and my Jupiter / dominant sign. So keep that in mind. All right. So in the recent past, there could have been a situation where you realized that you were not getting what you wanted, the commitment you wanted out of relationships. You would keep trying to offer yourself, or, you know, you knew that you wanted a relationship. You knew you wanted something stable. You knew you wanted something grounded. And it seems like people that you kept coming across, they weren't wanting the same. They weren't wanting a family life. They might have just, you know, been wanting, you know, friends with benefits or just sex, those kind of things. And so you decided, you know what, I'm going to stop focusing so much on the marriage aspect or the home life aspect of what I want out of a relationship, and I'm just going to start taking baby steps. I'm going to be playful, you know. I'm going to offer, you know, my love and stability to somebody, but I'm going to start at, you know, ground zeros. You know, step number 1, I'm going to be playful about it. Because at the end of the day, you know, I think especially in Western culture, probably maybe in Eastern culture as well, but we put so much emphasis on, you know, by age 30, you better be married or you suck at life. Like, it's not the case. And I think as people are beginning to awaken more and more, and we're realizing that marriage is not determined, like, it doesn't determine status. You're not broken. You're not ugly. You're not worthless if you're not married by a certain point. Keep this in mind. Most people that you know that get married by age 25 or 30 are probably going to get divorced in a couple of years. Not to be like negative Nancy or anything, but a lot of people rush into marriage for the wrong reasons, and therefore it's built on a faulty foundation and ends up crumbling anytime when, you know, real challenges of life comes. You know, that's why I kind of wish, you know, that we had arranged marriages in our freaking country, because it's a different level of commitment, a different level that, you know, you don't go into a relationship based off of feeling. You go into a relationship based off of a commitment of loyalty, and you know it's a long time or a lifelong thing, and you're in it to win it, you know? And you're going to make it work. And through that, you know, that's where love is born and respect is made, and like ride or die relationships, you know? Whatever. All right, let's see why trust is here. Why is trust here in the present situation? And it could be, you know, just trust that whatever is coming to you will come to you at the time it's meant to come to you. All right, I feel like, well, wasn't showing the cards, but we had the 4 of Wands that popped out. It could be that you know, had, ooh, that's too much, a falling out, like I said, with somebody. That earth, fire. I don't know why I'm so fumbly right now. Anyways, could have had earth or fire in their birth charts. But you had some kind of breakup where you thought you were going to marry this person, or you thought that everything, you know, you could have a committed relationship with this person, and just wasn't working out the way you wanted to. But you got to trust that everything's happening for a reason. Oh, my nose is itching. Everything's happening for a reason. All right. So yeah, right now you feel like you're in a place of stagnancy, like you feel there's no growth, that anybody around you right now is not who you want. And so therefore you're kind of putting your looking for relationships on a hold, or you're not really as serious as about it before. And I'm hearing that some of you, though, might be keep looking to the past. You might be comparing new people you're meeting to past relationships. And as long as you do that, you're going to get stuck. That is going to hold you stuck. You need to clear out all that stuff and start from a brand new slate, because what could have worked for you in the past might not work for you anymore. You know, because we are supposed to be constantly evolving and growing. So in the past, you might have wanted somebody that really likes baseball, but now you're like, I really don't care about baseball. Now, you know, football is where it's at, whatever. So stop trying to compare people from your past to like to the people that you're meeting. But also, definitely, I'm hearing, make sure that you're saying positive things about relationships, positive things about love. Don't say, I keep meeting these fuckheads that all they want to do is sleep around. And trust me, it sucks. It seems like we're in a time period right now where everybody is so hurt and so wounded and unhealed that the only intimacy that people are even able to handle is sex, because they're so emotionally weak and fragile. And it sucks that more people don't heal after they get out of a relationship. But all you can do is focus on yourself. And the more you focus on yourself and the more you focus on the positive, that will start bringing those positive people to you. Because I feel like as you, put the guard down and you make sure you're speaking about your life and your love life in a healthy way, you're speaking about, I always attract good women or men. I always attract men and women that, want to get married and settle down. I only attract those people that are faithful, committed, loyal, monogamous. And I don't care if you've been cheated on goddamn 67 times. You better not speak it, because then it's going to happen 68, okay? Because we have what we say. So speak about your love life the way you want it to be. And keep saying those things. I remember, that's one thing I have to get back into, because that shit works, trust me. It's weird. But so only speak those things you want. I only attract stable, emotionally healthy people. I only attract, those men that are looking to settle down with me. I only attract women that are faithful. Okay? Keep saying that until you believe it and watch it manifest, because options are coming in. Options are coming in. You have a lot of options at this time as well. Like I said, a lot of the options might be, you might see as like, man, they just want to sleep around. They just want to be this way. They want to be that way. But by constantly affirming the things that you do want in a relationship, and also by continuing to work on yourself and, tell yourself also, I am ready. If you're ready for a committed relationship, if you're ready for marriage, if you're ready to be a husband or wife, say, every day look in the mirror and say, I'm ready. I'm ready to be a wife. I'm ready to be a husband. I am ready. I'm willing and I'm able, and like I said, work on those things that, a good husband or wife would be able to do. Because there is going to be a solid, stable offer that's coming your way, but it's going to be slow. And for an Aries, that is freaking torture. You might as well put freaking like hot pokers in our eyeballs. We probably actually would rather have that if we could have something faster. But it's going to be something that's going to be slow coming. But the thing is that usually slow and steady wins the race. Okay? So we just have to be patient, and we just have to trust the process. That there are probably still some more family issues that we're having to deal with before we're able to really meet somebody that's going to be able to vibe with us on a good frequency, okay? Because usually we attract people that are on the same level as us. So if we keep attracting, say, cheaters, for instance, it's not that we are cheaters ourselves, but we have wounds, right? Cheaters, I know this is, a crazy thing, but usually cheaters are wounded as well. And it comes from some insecurity, and the only way that they handle their freaking insecurities is from cheating. That's their self-defense mechanism. That's their coping strategy. Where other people, it might be drugs. Other people, it might be alcohol. Other people, it might be abusive or verbally abusive. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their vices. But from an unhealed point, your unhealed point is attracting their unhealed point. And unfortunately, so they're reaffirming your, insecurities of being cheated on by cheating on you, because they're insecure. It's a whole fucking stupid game. Anyways, so the best thing to do is heal, work on those family issues. If your dad wasn't really there in your life and you're a woman, definitely, if he's dead, I'm hearing for some people, write a letter to him. Write a letter to him and say it out loud like he was really there. Say, it really wounded me as a child not having my father to be a protector there and to show me how a woman is really supposed to be loved, and, etc. And forgive him in the letter, and you could either, there's many ways to dispose it. I personally like to burn my stuff. That's just me, though. Some people like to put it in water or whatever you want to do. If you don't feel comfortable with talking with your parents, write the letter. But if you do feel comfortable talking to your parents and kind of having a nice sit down and, you know, mending some stuff, it would be a perfect time. Because, again, healing those things, it's like closing a chapter in a book, and you're finally able to get out of that chapter and start a new chapter, okay? So let's see why religious factors are here. Why are religious factors here for the... Okay, well, I'm going to take what popped up, and I see... Okay, here's my head again. Alright. I'm going to take all those. Alrighty. So let's look at all these cards that flipped out. Alright, so we have the Nine of... This is a lot of crazy stuff. The Nine of Swords. The Two of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune. The Tower reversed. The Five of Pentacles reversed. The Six of Pentacles reversed. And then the Moon card. Okay. Woo! So I feel like in the near future, it's going to be very pertinent to work on your spiritual self. To work on those triggers you have. Working on those abandonment issues, those rejection issues. Working on being vulnerable, working on showing your emotions, working on those issues that, you know, have you so tied up in your head but have kept you from really being who you are in this lifetime. I feel like sometimes you might be scared to really show who you are because, you know, you're like, I'm freaking Aries. Like, I'm King Kong. I can handle anything. If I don't like you, I'm done. If you do me wrong once, you're cut out. Which is cool. But the thing is, at the same time, don't come from a very closed off, standoffish kind of way. Like, one of the things I hate the most is seeing people say, oh, you know, I've been hurt so many times. Now I've closed down my heart, so nobody's ever going to hurt me again. That's weak sauce. That is 100% weak sauce, okay? Because the thing is, at the end of the day, the true motherfuckers, the ones that are strong, are the ones that can say, man, I've been hurt over and over again, but I've learned my worth, and I've learned to transmute that pain and that suffering into lessons learned and into confidence and into strength. Real strength is vulnerability. Standing and being able to be vulnerable in front of everybody, but knowing that you have so much self-worth that if somebody disagrees with you or doesn't like what they see, they can go fuck themselves, okay? But to be guarded, that's, unfortunately, you're teetering on the more negative side of life. But the good thing is that as you're working on these things, it's bringing good things, all right? It's bringing a very compatible match your way. You got to realize people that didn't want you in the past or things that it didn't work out for you was meant to happen because there was lessons to learn in order to put the wheel in your favor. All right. Things needed to be completed. Number 10. Things needed to happen in order for A, your soul to grow, and for B, for a better match for you to be in your life. Okay. Because, like I've said before in other videos, you know, you are who you hang out with. A CEO is not going to hang out with a crackhead unless they're doing crack. You know what I'm saying? So, unfortunately, you know, if you really want this perfect picture of a person, but you are still stuck on your ex and obsessed with how shitty your life is, you're not going to be able to vibe. You're not going to be able to match up frequency-wise, you know? But the good thing is that I feel like you're going to finally kind of like, you have been fighting some kind of tower moment in your life, and you're finally going to let it happen. It's like you're finally going to let your guard down. I feel like this is like you spiritually letting your guard down, you figuring out something about yourself. You're like, oh shit. The only reason why I've been so guarded in love is because way back when this happened, and I noticed that's what started the pattern. And when you heal that and reconcile with it, and you realize the lesson that came from it, you're going to get back out of the cold, so to speak. You're going to get back to a good place to your life. And anybody that is not like an equal partner to you, I feel like you're going to let go. You're going to let go of anybody that is not giving you the effort that you put in. All right? You're going to receive, I'm hearing, like a lot of spiritual, like kind of downloads. Pay attention to your dreams, especially if your dreams are trying to tell you something, listen to it. But also don't be fooled, okay? Because there can be illusions. Just because you're dreaming of a person doesn't mean, like if you're dreaming of you and your ex getting back together, it doesn't necessarily mean that that's your soulmate, that's who you're supposed to be with forever and ever and ever. No, what could be happening is that that person is thinking of you so hard that it's translating into your dreams. Because the thing is that people's can pull on your energy so much telepathically they can show up in your dreams. You got to realize we're all interconnected. Imagine all of us like the World Wide Web in a way. You know, we are all interconnected with each other, and I feel like that's why psychic abilities exist the way they do, because we are connected with each other. So when somebody really, you know, can pull on your energy, okay, yeah, you get the point. You get the point. So just be very mindful of, also I'm hearing like people pretending to have their shit together and really not. All right, but I feel like you're going to be able to sift through the bullshit because you're healing yourself. The more you heal yourself, the more that you can sniff out people's bullshit, because you're like, oh, bitch, been there, done that. I can read you from a mile away. Nah, not doing it. So let's see what other messages for Aries we have. Any additional messages for Aries? Any additional messages or advice for Aries? That's too many. Any additional messages or advice for Aries? All right. Heart overhead decision. Divinely guided. Growth. And timing is off. So at this present moment, like I said, timing could be off with somebody, and it's going to be a slow, holy crap, words have escaped me. It's going to be a slow process. It's going to be a slow process, okay? But know that it's divinely guided, and it's to put you in the right spot for growth. And a lot of it, you know, we might just be learning patience right now and trust, which is, I hate it. I'm not going to lie. I hate it so much. Ooh, I hate it. But apparently it is part of the process. We have to learn to keep the faith. Keep the faith in those things that are unseen and trust the path that we're on. And that it is all also part of the growth, that our soul needs to grow a little bit more before we link up with, you know, this new person coming in possibly. And follow your heart on this decision. Follow your heart with this person. You know, your head might be telling you one thing because of what you've been through, but listen to your heart and what it's saying. All right, any additional advice before I pull a Heal Yourself card? All right, let go of control issues. Let go of control issues again. Have trust. Don't try to manipulate situations. Don't try to, you know, make situations go a certain way. Don't try to, I'm hearing, like, oh man, I'm so tired of these cards falling out. Don't try to make somebody jealous, you know, for them to come back. That's not the way to go. Stand in your power, in your emotional power. Stand in your emotional mastery, okay? I know sometimes, like, when we get flustered or don't get our way, we kind of get a little emotionally out of control, and then we get, like, mad, and we want to, like, have revenge. But be cool, be calm, collected, do your healing work, Work on those things, the heart chakra, work on those things to get you more in touch with your emotions and your heart. Okay? Because it's all going to be growth. It's all divinely guided growth. Okay? So, last thing. What healing do you want Aries to focus on this month? What is their biggest block in love? All right, I'm going to read from the book. Self-love. Look at that. I hear you. I hear you, Spirit. Self-love. All right, I'm going to read because it's a lot of cards. Take time out to get to know yourself and what works for you in this particular cycle of your life. Some of the biggest obstacles to self-love are self-criticism and perfectionism, which leads to harsh judgment of the self, closing down, and eventually illness. Have you been trying to compete with others, get approval from people in your family, or simply pushing yourself too hard? If so, you need to soften and start listening to your body. Focus on keeping your heart open and practicing acknowledging and recognizing the good in yourself and in others. Acknowledging the good in others, even when they're bastards, okay? It helps, promote self-love, because I firmly believe that everybody is a version of us pushed out. So when we are harsh and critical on somebody, you're being it that way to yourself. And I believe that's why the Bible tells us not to judge, because you're judging your own damn self in a way. Anyways, and it helps bring better people in your life. This card beckons you to breathe love in and out of every moment of the day. Ask yourself, what changes do I need to make my daily routine so that love can pulsate through every breath, action, and relationship I engage in? Choose to open your heart through softness, deep breathing, relaxation, movement like dancing or yoga, finding beauty in nature, in your home, in your pain, in your love, in your sadness, in prayer, etc. Keep your heart open, even though it makes you feel vulnerable and exposed. Come on now. Thank you, Spirit, for tying that all together. All right. So, you know what you need to do. You know what you need to work on. And here's the thing. This is not going to come. This wheel is not going to turn until you work on those things, okay? Because these are lessons that you need to learn. Just like you cannot go to 11th grade without completing 10th grade, right? Yeah. All right. So hopefully this resonates. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If it doesn't at all, check out your other signs. Check out other readers. Check back in a couple of weeks as well. Please like, share, comment, subscribe to those who have already. I love you guys so freaking much. Thank you for helping me do this, really. Okay? So I love you guys, and I will see you around mid-month. Bye!